name's Eric Jesse. I'm from Nebraska. I'm only an hour. I do. I write a blog just about life. I don't know, just about my everyday life. Some days are more exciting than others, and I like to make interesting, weird jokes in there and maybe give some people advice because I've made a lot of weird mistakes. It depends on the day. Mostly it's a long blog because I get very long-winded and I just like to put basically everything I want to say down. And then it also depends on the time I have because obviously busy with schoolwork and other stuff. With mine, I just, because tweets are like 140 characters, um, and I can write longer than that. My blogs are basically an essay, but they're long enough to keep someone interested, but not too long to make them bored and like want to move on. So they're not like pages, but they're definitely longer than 140 characters. Actually, it's just through Google Blogspot. I had to start it in high school because my teacher was like, you need to learn to start writing stuff down because obviously your life is getting more interesting now. And so it was for extra credit, and then I just kind of kept going with it because I just really liked doing it because it kind of putting stuff out there, even though it's on the internet, releases like a weight off my shoulders. Like, oh, well, it's not my problem anymore, but it technically kind of still is. It's a weird situation. So at first it was just for schoolwork, but now I actually enjoy doing it. It's the blog that, because I read other bloggers just to get ideas on how they write, and because it also helps with writing. And it's basically like it's your name.blogspot.com. So it's the very popular one that everyone does, and everything, all kinds of information on there. If someone like Googles, like if they're looking for a blog to read, and um, if someone Googles like the topic that I wrote about, it will pop up. I prefer blog because then I can write more, and Twitter's just, it can be boring. I think sometimes, not all the time. Probably um, high schools. I wrote ones like high school survival skills or whatever to like get through high school because it's basically for new people or transfer students, and the only reason why I got so many views is because then my school put it in the school newspaper, and so obviously everyone saw it. And because I like to use cuss words in them because it seems like nowadays younger kids use cuss words. Sometimes they use them more as a compliment than more of just a rude word. So I also like to write that kind of appeal to them, and I feel like I used a lot of cuss words in that and made fun of people, but in like a nice kind of way that they found it interesting to read.